We hear every day, build a personal brand or you'll be irrelevant. It's not wrong, but it's only half the story. If you build on quicksand, that brand can drain your savings, damage your mental health, and even cost you your job. So tonight we're going to explore 9 hidden pitfalls with real names and recent headlines. My goal from this video is to give you a step-by-step blueprint so your reputation grows instead of collapses. So let's get into it. The creator economy is rising from about $128 billion in 23 to a forecasted $528 billion by 2030. Yet more than half of full-time creators still earn below a US living wage. That's typically $44,000. So over 127 million active creators are competing for the same attention. What this means is, sure, there is a high upside, but there can potentially be a bigger downside. So it's time to learn where these landmines sit. Trap 1 is the income illusion. So let's talk about Lisa. 48,000 Instagram followers, 5 sponsored reels at $450 each to give her $2,250 gross. After taxes, production costs, she keeps about $1,175. 85 hours of work puts her near $13 an hour. Neo Reach did a 2025 study of 3,000 creators and it showed 56% are earning under $44,000 a year. MBO Partners adds that 63% hold a second job just to pay the bills. I took a look at TikTok comedian Josh, 1.2 million followers, revealed that he netted $1,600 a month with 32 million views and 2 brand deals. So if you're going to get into content creation from the perspective of a career, let's look at a fix here. Master a marketable skill first. Then you're looking to use content to attract clients, not just add revenue as a paycheck. Most creators then add in digital products or equity deals once they have enough proof of value. Let's look at trap number 2, the identity lock-in. Logan Paul tied his face to Prime Energy. Lawsuits now allege extra caffeine and forever chemicals, and any regulatory hit lands on his personal credibility. Addison Rae, she shifted from dances to music. She deleted years of early videos and spent months convincing fans to accept this new identity. It's not easy to do. Mummy bloggers who built careers on diaper tips saw ad revenue disappear once their children grew up. These examples continue, but the fix here is to make the method famous, not just your face, i.e. hold products in a company name that you could sell, test new topics on a small channel before moving them to the main audience. Okay, so trap number 3 that we see a lot is platform dependencies. We saw Vine close with 30 days notice. Creators without email lists lost everything. In March of 2025, Instagram rewired its feed. There were screenshots showing reach drops of up to 90% for some creators. Twitch cut their partner revenue splits before walking it back. Many mid-tier streamers projected a 40% income loss in those instances. Hell, even TikTok faces a forced sale or US shutdown deadline that keeps moving around, but who knows? The fix for this platform dependency really lies in email capture and SMS capture from day one. If you use these 3 buckets, you can look at discoverability on platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels now, depth on platforms like YouTube, and then relationship nurturing within a newsletter. Trap number 4 is the employer conflict. Google dismissed dozens of staff after a sit-in protest citing workplace disruption. A Citigroup employee was fired for an anti-Semitic meme. HR teams now scan public feeds daily, and we all know what just happened at the Coldplay concert. So what's the fix here? Well, get a written carve-out listing approved topics, keep company material off camera, and use opinions my own, but stay respectful. Trap number 5 is public backlash. It happens. Employees accused Matilda Djerf of toxic culture. Hell, boycott Djerf trended and sales fell. We all saw what just happened at the Coldplay concert with astronomer CEO Andy Byron. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron hugging his head of HR on a stadium camera at a Coldplay concert. The clip went mega viral, and he resigned within 2 days. Bud Light's 2023 partnership with Dylan Mulvaney erased $27 billion in the parent company value by mid-2024. These are huge repercussions. The reality of the fix here is that you have to have some form of crisis plan, clear roles, listener, writer, decision maker, and ideally you're responding fast with facts, apologies if needed, and certainly next steps. Trap number 6 is burnout. It's a real thing. Billion Dollar Boy's July 25 survey shows 59% of creators do feel burnout. 37% genuinely think about quitting. YouTuber Melanie Murphy cut uploads, lost 30% of income, but finally sleeps 8 hours a night. It makes sense when you really think about it. But the fix here is to get ahead of this stuff. Use production sprints. Film several long-form videos and shorts in a single block, and then try and edit in batches. Build a team. Delete social apps on the weekends if you have to. Number 7 is founder equals funnel. A public dispute between Elon Musk and political figures wiped about $150 billion off Tesla's value in 48 hours. A SaaS founder with 300k LinkedIn followers drove 90% of sales by himself, but when he paused to raise funds, monthly revenue slid 32%, and of course, layoffs followed. The fix in this instance is to shift language from I to we once you hire leaders. Feature team and customer stories to spread trust, and document every workflow so that revenue survives even in your absence. Trap number 8 is legal and regulatory minefields. Even Kim Kardashian had to pay $1.26 million to the SEC for a crypto post that didn't have a disclosure. The EU can technically fine platforms up to 6% of global revenue under the Digital Services Act. Even UK regulators issued 7 stop letters and made 3 arrests for illegal financial advice. Again, real repercussions, and the fix in these instances: make sure that you're disclosing sponsorships clearly at the start of every post. Track deals in a spreadsheet with payment, deliverables, exact disclosure. And have a lawyer, a CPA, review any equity or token payments. Okay, trap number 9 is privacy and safety. Influencers report stalkers tracking real-time locations through stories and drones. Beauty creator Michaela Nogura filed a restraining order after a drone filmed her home. Cyber stalking cases have tripled since 2019. And we all saw the drama with SS Sniper Wolf in the same sort of fashion. The fix here is to post location tags only after you've left. Use a virtual mailbox for fan mail if you have to, but certainly blur street signs and house numbers in content. Don't make it easy. So what is the anti-fragile blueprint? Well, one sentence mission anyone can repeat. Create a moat with data, exclusive access, or a signature method. Run a 3-layer engine: discovery, depth, relationship. Like we talked about, own your list, email, SMS, and do quarterly audits for legal algorithm shifts and wellness. I always recommend scheduling recovery weeks so growth doesn't rely on non-stop posting. Personal branding is leverage. Especially used well, it can feed you for years, but used poorly, it can erase everything in a weekend. Now you know the 9 traps, the real numbers, and some form of protection plan. The main thing that we try to teach is that personal branding is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're trying to become a full-time content creator or simply leveraging social media in your other endeavors, be that as an entrepreneur or any sort of career. We recommend personal brand development for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're trying to be a full-time content creator or anything else. So if this helped, like, subscribe, comment, share it with anyone that you think is going to find value from this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.